All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, and to the Bayis Shetapatat, the house of David. This is Ayash Shetat, with men of valor, Las Vegas camp, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Shai. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back, you are the true children of Israel that the Bible speaks of. Salvation belongeth unto you, and you alone. First and foremost, to the 144,000 elect men, then the multitude of the men, women, and children who believes upon the testimony and the true names of Yahweh, which means He is, He to be, He exists. For the world even calls God or Jehovah, His name is Yahweh. All right, Bahashem in the name Yahweh Shai, right, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai, which means he saves, he delivers, he is salvation, all right, and he is salvation and will deliver the elect of the chosen of the nation of Israel, all right. First and foremost, the 144,000 elect men, then the multitude of the men, women, and children to believe upon his testimony. 2/3 of the nation of Israel here on the shore of Babylon the Great, aka Sodom and Gomorrah, aka Egypt, aka Rome 2.0, here on the shores of America, will perish and have to learn cancellation, deletion, and death by pain, all right, for not giving heed to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's holy and magnificent and glorious name and his laws, statutes, and commandments, which he has set forth for a praise and a blessing unto his name, unto his nation, all right. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into this lesson, Lord willing, to be uplifting and edifying unto the body. All right. And I'm actually going to do this lesson twice through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. Might not be today, but it is going to be, this lesson is going to be twice, because this, as the scriptures, has twofold meaning. Right. So it won't be the exact same lesson, but it is also a part of it. Okay. So this is going to be here in the book of Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 1, and it reads, "My son, forget not my law, but let thy heart keep my commandments." Right? So Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is saying, don't forget his law, let your heart keep his commandments, his laws, statutes, and commandments, which he has given unto the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, as well as the speckled bird whose father's line goes back, for you to think upon and understand that you are important. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has chosen you. All right. He has chosen you to be a peculiar, special treasure unto himself. All right. So he gave you what it takes. He gave you what is necessary. All right. He has made Jake the salt of the earth, even though 2/3 of the nation of Israel right now, accept not the testimony of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Continuing on, and it reads, verse 2, "For length of days and long life and peace shall thy add to thee. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. But bind them about thy neck, write them upon thy table of thy heart." So Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai says, keep this near, keep this true, keep this information, keep this covenant, keep my word with you. Cling unto it. Don't forget it. Seek after it. All right? And when you find wisdom, and when you find the word, and you find the truth, keep it in your mind. Hold it dear to you. Put it around your neck. All right? Let it be ornament of grace and mercy. Let it be the very fabric that you live by. All right? Let it be the shield that you rely upon. All right? How Bashem Yahweh Shai has given us this covenant. All right? Let's go here to the book of 1 Corinthians. All right? So remember what it is that we have. All right? It's going to be 1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 11. Salakia. In verse chapter 1 Corinthians chapter 11. I said that backwards. chapter 11 and verse 8, and it reads, For the for the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. All right? And the reason why I read it like this through the will and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is so that you can understand, hey, it is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai who has created man for the woman. All right? The woman was not made for the man, but, Salakia, I said that backwards. And let me read it again, just to clarify. For the man is not made for the woman, but the woman for the man. All right? So, as Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai just said, the man, all right, was not made for the woman, but the woman for the man. Here it is. You have like a epidemic, all right, of women coming up against their husbands more than ever. Hey, wanting to separate, wanting divorces, so on and so forth. Hey, brothers in the truth and men outside of the truth. All right? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is turning things right side up. All right? Instead of upside down. All right? He is going to allow these women to put themselves in a more terrible case so that they may be humbled. All right? When complete chaos and disorder comes, she's going to remember that she needs a man. She's going to remember that not only is it a want, it is a need, it is a necessity. All right? She has no protection, she has no covering without you. All right? Continuing on, verse 9, and it reads, Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. All right? So the woman was created for the man. All right? Was made to be a helpmeet. Okay? Was made to be a helpmeet. And let's go ahead and further prove this. Let's hear it from a woman's mouth. Okay? As we had touched on at camp last week. All right? This is going to be here in the book of, it's like a book of Proverbs, chapter 31. And I'm going to read, lucky I got the hiccups, verses 1 through 3, and it reads, The word of the king, Lamal, the prophecy that his mother taught him, right? And what, as you look into this name, Lamal, all right, it goes into chosen by Yahweh. All right, chosen by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get that in the blue letter. All right, it's going to be right here. Once again, this is Proverbs 31 and verse 1. The word of the king Lamal, the prophecy that his mother taught him. All right, so this is a woman teaching him this very thing. And let's go ahead and look up what the name means. All right.
Strong's H 3927. Lemoel. Lemoel.
Lemoel.
Second entry. Lemuel. Lemuel.
All right. And Lemal means for the power. All right. For Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. The name of the Slakia. And it reads, the name of an unknown king to whom his mother addressed the predictional matrix maxims contained in some of the proverbs might be same as King Solomon. All right. So hey, and it reads for the power for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right? And as men are the woman of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, so we are to be for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, but this proverb was given by his mother. All right. Let's go ahead and get the root words. Right, root words at, to, for, in, for, by, the reference to, pontic from the insertable perception. Okay, let's go back. Here it is. Power like one's mighty one, mighty man, man of rank, mighty heroes, angels. All right. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, hey, gave this man as names were, a nomen omen. All right. And that nomen omen meant of Yahweh. All right, of the power. And then for the power, Slakia. For Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. All right, let's read that again. It says, the words of King Lamon, the prophecy that his mother taught him. What my son, that what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. All right, so Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, hey, put it in the scriptures, all right, and on top of it had had it taught by a woman, all right, saying, hey, give not thy strength to a woman, that destroyeth kings, all right, following after these women, relying on these women to in this day and age to truly be your pillar of rest, is you're really setting yourself up for failure, all right, you're not using wisdom, okay, with all that getting, get understanding. All right. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has these women, all right, here for a purpose. All right. And the serpent has led them astray. Okay. Has led them astray, and they became our biggest adversary. The scripture says, she that is my enemy. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get that. This is the book of Micah, chapter 7 and verse 10, and it reads, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Right? And that's exactly what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to do to these women. All right? These women are getting ultimately set up for a great fall. All right? They are putting themselves in a even worse position that they're already in. All right? From the scoffing and mocking, the backbiting, disobedience that they have shown unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's men. All right? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai gave this ministry unto men for a reason. All right? He has ordained it in men. All right? And he has made the man to be the head of the woman, because that is the order that the divine order that he has set up. All right? But as they continue, as prophecy continues to unfold, these women will continue to get worse, because we are ultimately at the end of this kingdom. All right? The Esau Edom's rulership. All right? We're going to go here to the book of Sirach. And it's going to be Sirach chapter 25 and verse 24. And it reads, for the woman came, Slakia, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Right. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, said, give not thy strength unto a woman, that which destroyeth the kings. All right. And then because sin, as she is the weaker vessel, sin had entered into the world from her. All right. So how much more are you supposed to pay attention and be circumspect of the woman that you lay with? All right. The woman that you lay your head with, that is supposed to be your pillar of rest. You shall have enemies of your own household. All right. And Eve is the biggest one. All right. You have to watch the woman that you're with. I'm not saying that there's not women out there who do well, all right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, are obedient and subservient unto their husbands, and delicate and feminine qualities, good mothers, and so on and so forth. But if the shoe fits, it fits. Okay, let it stick. It's going to be here in the book of 1 Peter, and it's going to be chapter 3 and verse 7, and it reads, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge. Give honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Right? So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has an order that is set up, and that order is to be the man over the woman. All right? Yahweh over Yahweh Shai over the man, and the man over the woman, and woman over the child. And Yahweh Shai over us all, man, woman, and child. All right? These are the orders that we follow. Okay? And so when you are going against the grain and you think you got it yourself and you think you know best, you think Nishi knows best, you think Sarah knows best, you think Kimmy, you think Yolanda, all right? You think whatever her name is, all right? Linda, Rosanna, all right? All these, you think you know best, you know nothing, all right? You know nothing. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has a divine order, and it is for you, to follow and get right, or you will get left behind, okay? This is the book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 24, and it reads, He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a helper like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. And this is what you should be striving for. You should be striving, to be a pillar of rest unto that man. You should be striving, to make things easier for that man, so as he can focus on the task that is at hand. All right? Focus on working for the family. Focus on, leading the family in the right way. Not to say that you don't have a voice, all right? Because you have a voice, you are heard, and it is taken into consideration, all right? But at the end of the day, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has allowed and has made and ordained the man to be the head over the woman. And the reason why you women are in such a terrible, pitiful case, all right, is because you're trying to usurp authority over a man. You are trying to do it all, and now you are seeing, that there is no comparison, all right? It's like having a man, it's like asking a man to have a baby, all right? To a natural woman. You're asking a man to have a baby. There is no comparison. There is no way, shape, or form, no how that it is going to work. And this is what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is showing you, all right? No matter what technology says, no matter what senses say, no matter whatever, whoever does what, any kind of sorcery, debauchery, anything that goes on, it will not detour the order that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has set up. Everything else will fail, okay? Just like this queendom is falling now. Just like mass layoff of female workers, more female workers than men. Why? Because women outnumber men, okay? But as well as, the employer doesn't have to worry about certain things with men, all right? Don't have to worry about maternity leave, so on and so forth. Okay, it is a lot different. So these jobs are taking all these things into an account. Okay, because they understand, because it is the divine nature and the order of things. All right, it is just nature that was ordained by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I'm gonna go here to the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 13. Verse 13, and it reads, The grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. Right. Being a pillar of rest unto your husband will bring him joy, will bring him happiness, will fatten his bones. All right. He will strive. He will make better decisions. All right. He will think and go to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for counsel for those decisions. He will walk in the way. He will put his best foot forward, essentially. All right? Because he has a responsibility and a duty. All right? His logical way of thinking will continue and be clear with the understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? Because men in this world of other nations and Jake's, because this message is for the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian, as well as the speckled bird whose father's line goes back. All right. Those men, all right, when they are connected to their power, when they are given reverence, honor, and glory and praise unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, practicing and rehearsing the righteous acts to the best of their ability, they will have a better judge of character, a better discernment. All right. It goes with the order of being a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. We are in in school. All right, we are being we're being groomed for kingship. I don't want to Ratazah be of that number, the 144,000, the elect of the nation of Israel. We are all being groomed. All right, before the whole nation is holy, it is those that must lead the way in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, first with Yahushai being at the forefront. All right, then King David, and then the 12. All right, our head apostles today, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rama, Apostle Rakah, the elders and the bishops. All right, these are examples. These are examples of men, how men are supposed to walk, how men are supposed to be. All right, you women out there, yes, read the scriptures, understand through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Hey, go ask questions on the comment board when it's permitted. All right, get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from your husband if you have one. And if you don't have one, hey, ask Yahweh Shem Yahushai to provide you with one. But ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushai will give you what you need. Okay, he will give you what you need and what's sufficient for you. Verse 14, and it reads, a silent and loving woman is a gift from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. All right, so Yahweh Shem Yahushai, if he's telling you that there's nothing better than a mind well instructed, why isn't it that you want instruction from your man? You see, men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai are receiving correction and instruction from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, from the spiritual fathers that were set up over us, the teachers, the leaders, all right, the heads of camp, all right, men who were placed before us to lead us and guide us in the way of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We are to be led in that way. We are to follow a direct path, follow the order, and accomplish and complete the task at hand. All right? We don't go our own way. See, everybody has to answer to somebody, and everybody answers to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Whether directly or indirectly. All right? Which is really still directly. Okay? Because he hears your order. He hears your answer. He sent the order, and he knows the answer that you're going to give, whether it be righteous or unrighteous. All right? Your judgment is still there for it. Sirach, chapter 26, verse 11, and it reads, watch over an imputed eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. All right? Hey, and if a woman does trespass against you, hey, marvel not. All right? Yes, it might hurt. It might be unfair, so-called. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai is ultimately moving her out of the way. He might be moving her out of the way to bring a better somebody in the way. Or he might be moving her out of the way because she was a distraction unto you. All right? And you were caring not for Yahweh Shem Yahushai's ways. So he took that very distraction that was distracting you. All right? And gave you laser pinpoint focus on him. Okay? Going down to verse 24, and it reads, a dishonest woman counted. Slakia, don't have my glasses. A dishonest woman contempteth shame. All right? Hey, contempteth shame is a shame unto a man. All right? Hey, continues to cause headaches, heartache. All right? Strife. All right? But a honest woman will reverence her husband. All right? If you're an honest woman, hey, you will reverence your husband. It is the joys of life. All right? What did Yahweh Shem Yahushai? That your joys may not be hindered, as it said in 1 Peter, all right, chapter 3, verse 7. Let me go ahead and get that again. And it reads, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and be and as being as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. All right? Hey, so we both have a job to do, but your job is to listen. Your job is to understand that you are under the order of your man. You are under the order ordained by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to be subservient, obedient unto your husband. This is the way that you please Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is by pleasing your man. All right? I have one more. This is going to be here in the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 26, and it reads, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from the flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. All right? So, hey, do all that you can while you can. Give it all that you got through the will and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Continue, to fight and try to correct within reason. All right? Within the law, the law of the land, all right, within the law of the land, so you don't have to deal with any ridiculousness. All right, keep Yahweh Bashem Yahushai close, and keep Yahweh Bashem Yahushai first and foremost. But if she doesn't want to go and follow you, give her a bill of divorce and put her away. All right? Hey, Lord willing, this was an edifying, uplifting lesson. I want to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men and women and children listening and learning, to the Bayis Shadab, the house of David. To the next time, Amaya Shaddad saying Shalom, Kwame Asharala, Wa Abba Baba, Shalom.